Calpun piso here. You know, we are nothing more than evolved mutated primates. In other words, we are crazy apes. Now, biology and all that proves it. We have an evolved mutated brain, a computer in our heads. Now, what happens when you're born, you're a little kid, and you're born atheist, in other words, lack belief, until you get brainwashed and filled with all this stuff. And all of a sudden you realize when you grow up that you're going to die. There's going to be an end of life. So your brain creates an anesthesia, a kind of a dopamine to actually get rid of this weird feeling. So there is life after death. Then you create a god, an imaginary friend. When you die, you don't decompose. The air in your lungs, which the ancients believe, call it soul, is going to float away. You're going to die, but there is this Christos or this Allah or this imaginary friend, this zombie someplace that is going to take you to heaven. And that is religious psychosis. There is no such a thing as a God, nothing like that. We created that with our brain. Anybody that believes in God really is retarded. It's a word that I'm using right now. Everything evolves. Our words also evolve, our language. In 1890s, the word gay meant happy. Well, eventually it would mutate in the 60s and all that to mean homosexual. Well, while back, retarded meant some problems with the brain and going like this, okay? Now, anybody that believes in imaginary friends to be reality, like all the Christ-psychotics and religious people do, is simply a sign of neurological disorder, which I call gullible retardation. So, they are retarded. Here I'm explaining where Christianity originated from. It's very obvious. Unfortunately, I'm a healthy individual, a mentalist. Otherwise, if I be like them, I make tons of money. So many ignorant people, so little time. Sorry, Christians. This is the reality of it all.
Of course, we have this symbolism all for Latin, but of course
Here we are inside of the church. Of course, this chants would have been done in Greek. Greek was the language of the priesthood in Rome. So it shouldn't be done in Latin, it should be done in Greek. Now look at all this. They are duplicating the architecture of the temples, the Roman temples. Everything here comes from the cult of Divus Iulius, the Lord and Savior Iulius Caesar, Iulius Christ. And nobody seems to be aware of this. I mean, all the connections, everything is symbolic of this. And nobody seems to see it. I think it's because they are ignorant. Look at this. There's an angel here. There's a Nike representing victory, the son of Venus, the Hermes. This is the Basilica of Maxentius. That you see the ruins there that Constantine claimed his own after he conquered this. And Constantine was the one that built this church, the Basilica. Now you see the priests instead of worshiping Iulius Caesar, Iulius Christus, they turned the Star of Caesar, or the Comet of Caesar, into the papal arms with the keys of heaven and the apex. And to top the line and the seat, the church claimed that over there they have Saint Peter and Paul, which these people never existed. Under the altar they have the skulls of Saint Peter and Paul, which never existed. These people, there is no archaeological evidence that they existed. But yet, the Catholic Church have been lying to everybody for 1750 years, inventing all these fairy tales. And people are completely attached to them. People believe it. They're so stupid. They control these ignorant masses with this ridiculous myth. Now, notice all the symbolism. It's all in museums about Roman pagan beliefs. And all these different gods in pagan. The Victoria, the angels, everything is there. And people don't realize that. Now look at these floors. They're all copies from, of course, the Basilica is actually a Roman building of laws. And that was actually there. And then Constantine actually rebuilt it and named this, that was the first Christian church, the St. John Lateran is the first Christian church. And then he started building the basilica in where there was a Mithraic temple. He started building the St. Peter's. That was also a basilica. It doesn't look like it looks today, just a simple building like this. The Catholic Church are the creators of Christianity. But who do you think they're fooling? They're still in the Middle Ages. They're retarded. Here, everything came from paganism. Here is the son of God Augustus, and here from the Egyptian religion, the worship of the penis, the phallus, the creator god. And here the wind represents the spirit world. Here the 5,000-year-old Egyptian religion had the concept of life after death. And here they are doing these ceremonies. You know what they used to do? They used to have a little patera and a little dish with sacraments, which are nothing but entheogens, psychotropic substances. Drinks, a little wine put with mushrooms in it, and you can immediately start seeing all these visions and seeing God and angels and everything else. And these people are retarded. They should give, look at this. This is the Egyptian religion. They have all the ceremonies, the weighing the heart against the feather, which is a feather, represents the air, the spirit world. Here is the emperor Hadrian, the son of God, Hadrian, resurrecting people. Look at the Nike. Look at the goddess here with the patera, with the fruits, with hallucinogenic mushrooms. And here he is, holding this little dish, which is a patera, which contained opium and other hallucinogenic mushrooms. Come on, people. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous, and they don't see this. And this is actually the truth. Look at the building here. All the symbolism it has. Everything is from the pagan and the Roman religion. And all this marble, everything is stolen. This retarded Catholic bishops and popes, they stole for 1700 years all this. This is the goddess Victoria with the tropaeum. It's right there. Everything symbolic is from the Roman religion. And they stole everything. And they stole it from people. They deceive people. This is, look at this, where they got the star. From the Dioscuri, the Roman god. Look at the head. You know, it's the symbol. The star is the symbol. This symbol of the sun. Look at it here in the church. Look at here in the coins of Iulius Caesar. You know, the star of Caesar, right in his coins. I mean, you cannot get any more obvious than this. And that's what they got, the star and the Venus and the mother of Caesar. Here is the resurrection of Antoninus Pius. He's going to heaven with angels. These are Nikes, victory symbols. Look at these people. These people are totally ridiculous. They think that we're stupid. Look at the star. The star is a symbol of Venus and the symbol of the god Iulius Caesar. The star, you know, he was a darling of Venus. So look at all the symbolism everywhere. Here it is. This is actually Apollo with the lyre, you know, and then there's, oh no, it's Solomon or whatever. That's bullshit. The whole thing is all pagan, different gods. This is another Nike over here, just like the one that I just showed, representing victory. Another Nike here. She's holding a crown and a palm. And here is a winged phallus. The wings represents the soul and victory. Here is the lady of many tits, a goddess. The represents penises. And you can see right here Christ, which is nothing but the sun god Apollo, the sun god. And you see a mosaic here of Apollo representing the same thing. And here is another picture of Christ in the guise of the sun god Apollo. It's very obvious. And the crown of kings represents the sun god Apollo. And you look at the crown. This is like being in Disneyland with all this bunch of characters and everybody believing that Mickey Mouse is real and Donald Duck is real and the rest is real. They claim that the skulls of St. Peter and Paul are right over there, right in there. Well, there's skulls in Jerusalem too. And look at all these people here. These people are so retarded and ignorant. Look at this. They have faith. No, they have ignorance. They believe in all that bunch of bullshit that these people are telling them. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're in the 21st century. We're not in the 12th century or in the Middle Ages. Rich. They're being stealing people. They're being, you know, conning everybody and lying to everybody. So everybody gives them all this money for 1750 years. They deserve to be conned. If I wasn't a highly moral atheist, I wouldn't mind being Pope. So many ignorant, retarded people, so little time.